Hi everybody, this is Lynn Sudell and I'm a Tupperware consultant. Actually, I'm a director with Tupperware with the Rock On Group. And I am making Christmas jam. And what that recipe is it's strawberries, raspberries, and cranberries. And you cook it all up with sugar and then you put it into jars and then you use it for, jelly, or you can use it for cranberry sauce. You can just do all kinds of different things, especially if you had like some homemade rolls or something. And so I wanted to share that with you and show you how simple it is to make. So right now I have my stove on. You can see the stove is on. This is getting warm and I'm cooking it in our Tupperware amazing pans. And this is our chef series. And this is an older version, but still you get the same idea. So, oh, my dogs are helping me. So anyways, I wanted to kind of prep and show you this recipe. So if you decide you want to try this at home, please do this recipe. It's very simple. So I'm going to take our supersonic chopper and I am going to take my 1 pound of strawberries and I'm just going to put them all inside here in the chopper, just like that. And then I'm going to put the lid on. And we are going to, come on, there we go. Get these all chopped up, and look how easy that was. Do you see how easy and mixed up that is? That was 1 pound of strawberries. So I'm just gonna put those right into the pan, just like this. You can hear it sizzling away. And it also calls for 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So here's my 1/4 cup. I'm going to put that in there. So that way there's some more liquid in there. I'm going to put in my raspberries. And that's 12 ounces of raspberries, which is pretty much a double box, that you have those little tiny boxes. It's going to be 2 of those. So I'm going to put my raspberries in. Just a couple chops with that. Look at that. Each pull with the string is 12 chops with a knife. Amazing product. You want one. You want one in your kitchen. Okay, so now we have that. And then I'm going to put in some cranberries. And now this is another 12-ounce bag of cranberries. You know, that 12-ounce package that you get. So those are going to go in. And I'm going to chop up these. Look at that. Already chopped up. All nice and chopped. And those are all going to go in. So I'm going to show you how that looks. Look at that. Amazing. So that's going to go in there. And I'm just going to clean this out so I can put everything in. Now, some people add pectin to this. Some people don't. I'm not going to add pectin. I am just going to make it, like this, the way the recipe says to make it. So I'm mixing this all up. And I'll let you see so you can see what I'm doing here. It smells wonderful. So you also have to put in 6 cups of sugar, 6 cups. So I am going to take our measuring cup and our little scoop, and I keep everything right in the rectangle modular mate. And this is a number 3 because we go through a lot of sugar in our house because we do a lot of baking. So we got 1 cup, 2 cups, and let me get in 3 cups, 4 cups. 5 cups. 6 cups. So that's done. We're going to slide that out of the way so that way. And then this is going to stir up. And you can kind of see what I'm doing right there. And you want to keep stirring this until all the sugar dissolves, because you don't want it to be grainy, sugar grainy. So that just gets all stirred up. Oh, this just smells so good. And I haven't even put the spices in yet. So then you're going to put in 1 teaspoon. I think it's 1 teaspoon. Yeah, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And so I have them on my spices. I keep them all inside my little Tupperware spice shakers. This is a 1/2 cup. So we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. Or excuse me, this one here is, sorry, this is, yeah, my cloves, and that's 1/4 teaspoon. Sorry about that. That's 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. So that goes in. Now this one is a 1 cup of cloves. You know, this would be a 1 cup container versus the 1/2 cup container. Then I'm going to put in allspice, and that calls for 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. So I got 1/2 teaspoon. That goes in. And then I had to borrow some from the neighbor, some ginger. I didn't have any ginger. And that is 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. And if you notice, the jar, it doesn't have that little ledge like in my regular containers where I can scrape off the excess. So that's in there. So everything that goes in this recipe, and I'm going to read that to you while I'm stirring this up. It's Christmas jam. It's 1 pound of strawberries, 12 ounces of raspberries, 12 ounces of cranberries, 6 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves, and 1/4 cup lemon juice. And you're just going to keep stirring this because it's going to take, oh, and it smells so good. And what I'm doing is you gotta, can you see that? I hope you guys can really see what I'm making here. But I gotta let it cook down. And, oh, you guys, this is amazing. That's amazing. So I gotta cook it down. And I just turned it up just to like medium high, just not between the medium and the high, because I want it to cook up quicker. And I want the cranberries to cook down. I want them to kind of blow up and kind of explode, and make sure that all my sugar is nice and hot. So when this comes to a boil, then I'll know it's done. So I'll boil it for maybe 2 minutes, and then I will put it into canning jars. And then I will heat up my rings and my lids on the canning jars. And I will put them in there if I'm just giving them away as gifts right away. But if I'm going to keep it, then I'm going to give it a water bath. And a water bath means you're going to fill up a big pot of water, and you're going to boil it, and you're going to put your jars inside the water to where the water comes up over the top of the seals. And you're going to boil that for about 20 minutes. And then you can pull them out of the water bath. Or the third way you can do that is putting them in the pressure cooker. You can put them into a big pressure cooker, put your jars all in there, in the jars, in the pressure cooker, put in about 2 inches of water on the bottom, and then you're going to put the top on, get it to boil, and when steam is coming out of that little vent on the top, just a straight steam, you know to put the cap on. You put the cap on, and then you're going to put it under pressure, 10 pounds, about 12 pounds of pressure for 10 minutes, and let it just cook. And that at the end of that 12 minutes, you will pull out your jars and put them on the counter and let them cool, and then they're ready. You can store them for probably 2 years. So, but this, I'm telling you, I'm tasting it. This is really, really good, you guys. So follow me on Facebook. It's Lynn Lamb Sudell, and it's LYNN LAMM Sudell, SUEDEL. And check out my website, check out my things that I always am sharing about Tupperware and how to cook in the kitchen and make things so you don't have to go to the store and buy them pre-made. You can do it yourself. So anyways, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.